guys, this is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. Welcome to Sneak Peek Saturday. I've got a brand new stamp set for you, and this one's called Foodie Punnies, and it's all about funny little things with food. And you can use this for cards or scrapbook pages, either one. And I'll go through it with you. I'm bananas for you, later tater, you're the chocolate chips in my cookie, have a super day, and that's spelled like a bowl of soup. You have great taste, orange you sweet. Right over here on the side we've got you're a peach, keep your sunny side up, pretty peas, you're a good egg, food for thought, 2 peas in a pod. This calls for a toast, and this is the one that we're going to use today on our card. Have a great day, hot dog. In honor of your birthday, I've eaten a chocolate cake. That sounds good to me. You take the cake and in a pickle. So this is going in the store for pre-order, and it will be shipping approximately April 5th, which is next week. So we're going to use this one today. This calls for a toast. We'll also be using the Cardz TV Happy Day stamp set, and we'll use So Happy for You. For our Cricut cartridge, we'll be using From My Kitchen, and we're going to use some die cuts with a view paper that looks like a kitchen tablecloth, and then we'll have this little red and ivory mat right here that you see on the front. This is Cosmo Cricut T for 2. This has got some great little papers in here. Just love this one. That's the one we'll be using today. But it's got great patterns and great colors. Just love that. Okay guys, let me get everything we need over here, and we'll get started on our card using Foodie Punnies. For our card base, we'll be using this dark craft cardstock, and this is an A2 size card, which means it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have this pretty light blue mat that's going on next, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I've inked around this with some Tim Holtz Broken China Distress ink, just so it'll stand out more from that craft background. And then this is that cute Cosmo Cricut paper, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I went ahead and stamped up in the corner using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. This calls for a toast from the Foodie Punnies set. I'm going to take my ATG gun and get these layers adhered to the front of our card, and when I come back I'll show you what's coming next. Next, we're going to add this border, and this is that die cuts with a view paper that I was saying look like a little tablecloth. I know you've seen these tablecloths in restaurants in red and white, and here's a little blue and white one, and I thought it was perfect to go on the front of this card. Now this is 1 3/4 by 5, and I took my scallop punch. This is from EK Success, and I took a piece of white cardstock and punched out this little border, and I went ahead and adhered it to the back of this border. I'm going to use my ATG gun to get this adhered right down here on the front, and then we're going to add something really cute, and it's from the From My Kitchen cartridge. Are you ready, guys? This is so cute, I can't stand it. On page 33, there is a toaster. But I didn't cut this one out right here because it's got all these lines that the Cricut cuts to make it look like it's a retro toaster, and I just wanted a plain toaster. So I came up here, I hit shift, and cut this little toaster out on blackout. And I cut this part in black. Then I hit shift again, and I cut this part in the same blue that I used for that first mat. And let me show it to you. It's so cute. And that's on page 33, and I cut it at 2 1/2 inches. Look at this little toaster. Isn't that adorable? Now I've inked around this with that same broken china distress ink. And let me show you where I got this little piece of toast. Oh my goodness. Flip over to page 64. And here's a loaf of bread with a slice cut right here. And here is another piece right up here that goes in the end of this loaf. And then this piece goes in the slice. Well, I went ahead, I cut the loaf out right there. And I cut this slice. And then I hit shift and I cut just this piece out in that same ivory. And I've cut all the bread at 1 3/4 inches, and that's page 64. I've inked around all of it with Tim Holtz Tea Dye Distress ink. Look how cute that is. Now the sentiment makes sense, right? This calls for a toast. Now I used my Peachy Keen face stamps. This is PK 500 Snow Cutie face assortment. For the little piece of toast in the toaster, I used the 1/2 inch size, and I used this one right here with the eyelashes and the closed eyes. And before I adhered the blue part of the toaster to the black, I just stuck that little piece of toast down in there. And like I said, I've inked around everything with Tim Holtz Tea Dye Distress ink, so it'll have a toasted look. Now for this loaf of bread down here, I used the 5/8 inch face, and I used this one right here that has the eyes open, and I took my white gel pen and just put a dot in each eye. I think that is so stinking cute. Now I've got the loaf of bread and the slice on 1 thickness of foam tape. The toaster is on 2 thicknesses, but I put an extra 2 behind this little piece of toast because I want it to really stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off the foam tape, get this adhered down, and then I'll show you the inside. I've got the front all adhered down, and just to balance it out, I've added 2 little tiny buttons up here in the corner, and I put those on with glue dots. Now I've already done the inside, and I kept it really simple. And for this, I used the Happy Days stamp set. And I wanted this to be a card that you could use for just about any occasion where you wanted to congratulate somebody, like a graduation, a new baby, a new job, something like that. So I didn't make it specific to the occasion. This calls for a toast. And then inside I used the Happy Day set and stamped So Happy For You. Now this little blue and white mat is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, or that's what it was until I used the EK Success border punch right down here on the bottom. Then the red mat, which is like the one on the front, is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and my white sentiment mat is 2 by 3. And you've got plenty of room to write an additional sentiment and sign your name. There we go, guys. Here's my first card made with the Foodie Punnies set. And it will be in the store for pre-order, and it will be shipping approximately April 5th. I hope you like it, guys. I think it's a really fun set, and I love this little card that I made with it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.